If you ever moved into a new spot or if you needed to maybe get a utility service added on to what you already have, or you moved into a new apartment or a new house, and you need to get the utilities turned on, and you're actually rejected, you might want to take a look at the other credit bureaus that specialize in your utilities. Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. In certain cases, if you apply for electricity or water or any type of utility services, they might run a credit check on you and you're like, "What? What sense does that make? I know what's on my credit report and there's no problems." Well, again, it could be reporting on other credit bureaus that you're not familiar with. And once again, we're going to check that out. So here again, you want to scroll down. There are 63 credit bureaus, so you want to filter it out. Click on the plus sign, go to categories, and let's scroll down to utilities. All right. Apply the filters, dear God, just because I just did another video and it was showing what I looked at before. So that's really important. And right here, believe it or not, they only have one. So this credit bureau is called National Credit Consumer Telecom and Utilities Exchange. That's called the NCTUE. So it says this membership of companies, so it's multiple companies, collects and shares information on new telecom and utility connect requests paid as agreed and past due accounts and payment histories, including delinquencies and charge offs associated with telecommunications, pay TV, and utility electric, gas, water services. Okay, same thing. Your report, it can put a freeze on it, doesn't hurt your credit score. For companies required to provide information in your report for free annually upon request, yada yada yada. There are the two addresses, mailing addresses. One is for your report, the other one is to freeze if you can't do that online. So let's click on their website and see what's good. All right, so it keeps counting down even though I'm clicking on this. I've never seen their website before, so this is new to me, but this is pretty cool. It's pretty catchy. It's telling you who they are, access to past credit behavior such as account history and payment behavior gives NCTUE member companies a more complete picture of your credit history and makes determining credit worthiness more efficient. Yeah, so again, if you're trying to get utilities on and you know that you've been burned before, you burned these people in the past or a particular company or you had a problem with a particular company, just go here and try to remove yourself if they are reporting you. So uh, go here, follow the instructions. Like I said, I personally would write to them. It says here disputes and fraud. What does it say? How can I correct or dispute inaccuracies in my disclosure report? And it says if you believe that an item of information contained on your report is incomplete or inaccurate, notify our team directly. And if warranted, we will investigate the matter with the source that provided the information free of charge. So pull your report, okay? Then you want to see what's on there. And like for example, with me, again, I lived in Philly, and in Philly, our electric company was Pico Electric, or is, it still is Pico Electric. I moved several times. I got evicted several times. I so many times I didn't pay my utility bill, or I left without paying, and there was a balance. And then when I wanted to take life seriously, I tried to open up, get it utilities in my name, but I couldn't. Like for example, when I left Philly and moved back to New Jersey, to live with my boyfriend at the time, eventually became my husband, I had to get the utilities in his name because for whatever reason I didn't know at that time, I kept getting rejected. I thought it was I don't know why they were rejecting me at that time. Now I clearly know. And eventually, as time went on, I discovered that Pico reported me. So like they had me in collections for years, and then they sold what I thought they sold the debt because I didn't see it on my credit report. But what Pico Energy does is they'll keep your debt for X amount of years and then they sell it to a company, but that particular company, they own it. They own that company, which is pretty clever. So if I would have known that exists, I didn't know anything about credit or disputing at the time, but if I did, I would know to go straight here, straight to this company, NCTURE, this credit bureau, pull it, see what was on there, and then disputed it. That's what I would have done. Okay. Now they have to do the whole investigation and so on and so forth, like any other credit bureau. So that was just a quick little story time. You might have that issue as well. Like, what did they say? This is also for, um, what did it say? Telecommunications. So that's your phone. Okay. That's probably your cell phone bill. Verizon. I see a lot of Verizon accounts on people's credit reports. I see T-Mobile bills. Now, what I'm gonna be honest with you, what I actually see happening with these companies is after so many, I say years, they do sell the debt to a collection agency. I don't know if that means that you know, it's not gonna be on here or not. I don't know if they're doing both, but just to see, it's only one credit bureau that handles utilities. You can't go wrong with that. So go ahead and check it out, but don't let that stop you from getting approved for another phone, okay? I see them on the credit reports. Imma tell you right now, if you had an account with Verizon, they are a beast to get off. Like I could get them off pretty easily. Fix my credit now, a50.com. We got you. But if you're doing your own credit repair, for example, and you see this on your credit report, you see a Verizon account, heads up, you're in for a challenge. Okay. Like they have no problem going back and forth with you. But yeah, definitely check it out. I'm glad it's only one bureau, so it should be that much easier on you guys. Now, if you want to see which credit bureaus handle employment screening, check out the next video.